Hey guys, what's going on? This is Pat, also known as PatTheGamer here, and today we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Scarlett. Now, as we know, the Xbox Scarlett was announced earlier this summer, and it was announced during E3. Now, there was a showcase and model and everything like that, but what exactly is inside of the Xbox Scarlett? Not to mention with the PlayStation 5 that recently just got announced not too long ago. So basically, with this video, I'm going to look at some of the stuff that the Xbox Scarlett is going to be releasing with its launch date, along with the PlayStation 5 releasing its content. Not to mention, I'm going to take a look at and compare both consoles and break down some of the information for you guys within this video. Now anyways, if you guys do like these kind of information videos, you like stuff about gaming, which this is a little bit of a major topic. Normally I wouldn't talk about this, I'd talk about something else, but I wanted to bring this up for a lot of people that are into gaming. Basically, I do like to do stuff like this. So if you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you do like this video, make sure to smack a like on it as well. Anyways guys, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So first thing I want to talk about is the Xbox Scarlett. Now, like I said, the Xbox Scarlett was announced during E3 of this year. The day of launch is going to be the same thing as the PlayStation 5. They're both going to be launched late 2020. Specifically around this time I'm making this video is where there are going to be hints to be launched. However, with the Xbox Scarlett, it is going to be offering Halo Infinite that is going to be running alongside with the exclusives deal for Xbox Scarlett. Basically, this is going to be, I guess, one of their big massive games that's going to be launched for the Xbox Scarlett. If you guys do want any information for anything that I'm reading here, links are in the description down below. Now, that is one thing that I do want to mention before I move into the PlayStation 5. As you guys remember, a while back during the launch of Xbox One, which was specifically about 6 years ago, there was a lot of conspiracy about cameras being in the console, and this bugged a lot of people out for a while. A lot of people were very irritated by this, and they felt like their privacy was invaded, and were really for I would assume the gameplay of like recording and basically live streaming and stuff like that were in the console, and they didn't really talk about this till a little bit later when it was brought up, and that kind of really hurt Xbox's reputation, which kind of put the console downhill, and it made a lot of people, especially with the ugly dashboard and stuff like that, it made a lot of people move over to PlayStation. But however, it seems like with the whole stuff that's going to be happening with this console, it maybe could kick PlayStation 5's ass, but we're going to hold up on that because right now I'm going to talk about some of the PlayStation 5 details. So basically with PlayStation 5, just like Xbox Scarlett being launched in the year late 2020, we're going to be seeing some exclusives on here as well, but there isn't really too much on that yet, like games wise. That will be later on down the road, that there will be games mentioned for the PlayStation 5. But however, for this console, there will be backwards compatibility for it, specifically with PlayStation 4 games, and not to mention there is going to be VR within PlayStation 5. Now the one thing is the backwards compatibility. This has never been a thing with PlayStation or Sony themselves. They never really cared to do that at the time being. There were games for PlayStation 4 that were brought back from the PlayStation 3 store, but some of those games were not supposed to be on the PlayStation 4 store, and that actually got fixed quickly. And I remember that happening because I seen an article about it. People got PlayStation 3 games off of that console, and they were able to get them on the PlayStation 4 console, which was not something that you could do, but people were doing it anyways, and they had to stop it quickly. Because there are some things that I do got to point out with the Xbox Scarlett on that, and there are some things that I do gotta differentiate and talk about between the two. So taking a look at both consoles side by side, basically with both of these consoles coming out in the year 2020, the whole details and basically settings of these consoles is very there's a decent amount, is all I gotta say, and there's a lot more than what I'm reading off, but there's a lot. Now we're gonna start off with color and dimensions, and these are not announced yet, which isn't too much of a big deal. Eventually they will get announced down the road, is all I gotta say. Now for backwards compatibility, there is going to be backwards compatibility for PlayStation 5, like I mentioned, specifically only PS4 games. Now with Xbox Scarlett, there's going to be backwards compatibility for Xbox 360 games and Xbox One games to be played on the Scarlett, but however, there is going to be the option to play Xbox games. I'm talking like Xbox games, like the old Xbox itself. Those games are going to be backwards compatible. Assuming some games will be, not all games, just like the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, how there are some games that are brought back and people are able to play them, you know, like everybody's able to play them on the Xbox Ones, and like everybody's able to play 360 games on the Xbox Ones, and basically that's what's going to be happening here for cloud gaming for both of these, which is just a whole hub for the gaming central on both consoles, where, you know, there's features and stuff to look at. There isn't really too much to this besides their names. Now the name for the PlayStation 5 is PlayStation Now, and the name for the Xbox Scarlett is Microsoft X Cloud. So basically with VR support here, we only have the availability to play VR on the PlayStation 5 right now, not on the Xbox Scarlett. Now I'm not entirely sure why that is. I'm not sure why it's unknown here. I want to assume it probably, there is going to be a definite chance that there is going to be a VR beta, or whatever you want to call it, for the Xbox Scarlett. It's just that I guarantee you, I don't know why Xbox is not so up to date with the graphics and stuff of nowadays, but it seems like, I don't want to get too ahead on that because it seems like they are really pulling in on that. But I don't know why VR can't be supported on Xbox. I never really got that. I'm not really the kind of person to go into it. But if you guys do know, let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, with the max frame rate here for both consoles, we're looking at 120 frames per second. And that is pretty freaking dang good. That is pretty good than 60 frames per second. We're looking at a lot of higher frames, and this is going to be very interesting, especially going into, you know, with all the social media and stuff like that. I know YouTube has already implemented this into their platform, but some social medias don't really cap at 120 frames per second. Not to mention the max output resolution is going to be at 8K for both of these consoles. That is pretty outstanding. Now anyways, for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Scarlett, for optical drive, both of these are yes. However, with the PlayStation 5, we're going to be having a 4K Blu-ray option. The storage, now there isn't really a specific storage total for, well, there isn't really a total for the storage drive for the PlayStation 5. However, with Xbox Scarlett, there is a total of 1 terabytes for the drive. However, moving on with the RAM, basically there is an unknown amount of RAM for the PlayStation 5, which makes sense. Console information just got released. Xbox Scarlett is with the RAM, we have 16 gigabytes here. Graphics and processor. Now with the graphics here, this is very, very interesting. We have the PlayStation 5 AMD Radeon Navi GPU, which is the latest graphics card up to date. Basically is the most expensive graphics card, and it is the latest graphics card that you can buy. It is the best, I should say, graphics card on the model, but it is not the cheapest. There are some cheap, but I'm talking like they're like about $1,000 or more. They're not that cheap, especially when we look at the Xbox Scarlett here, which is the AMD Arcturus GPU. I hope I pronounced that right, but that is not even out yet. That is the newest graphics card that is going to be coming out in the year 2020. That model is only available for some people. Not many people have that. And it surprises me that PlayStation 5 doesn't even have that model for AMD yet. It really surprises me because Sony is typically up to date with their graphics. Like Xbox has never been that up to date up until now. It seems like they're really stepping their game up. They really want this to be the best console ever, and I don't blame them. I really want to see the Xbox Scarlett kick ass, but the PlayStation 5 I can see kicking ass too. They're both really good consoles, guys. Now moving on to the last thing here, we have the processor. Now we have 8-core AMD Ryzen Zen 2 CPU. And for the Xbox Scarlett, we have a 1.6 gigahertz AMD Ryzen Zen 2 CPU. I apologize for how I'm pronouncing things here. I did look up some of the stuff and they're pretty good. However, the 8 core is definitely better. But however, the 1.6 gigahertz AMD Ryzen, it's pretty decent as well. I say both consoles are both very promising right now. Basically, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys did all enjoy this. If you did, smack a like on it. Comment down below what console you're looking at. You're looking at PlayStation 5 or you're looking at the Xbox Scarlett. Comment down below. And if you guys want more videos, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all at the next one.